I'm gonna get into it here in a minute. It's kind of active out here today. I don't know what the hell's going on, but a lot of action, a lot of movement going on today. So, I'm just waiting for the spirit to move. Meantime, get set up here. I got about an hour on this parking. Should have put some more in there, but it is what it is. So I got about maybe a good hour left. So bear with me. I'm about to say I thought that was that show down there on Bourbon Street. It's official business over here. Go watch them niggas beat on the buckets. Tap dance down there on Bourbon. But it's business over here. You want to be entertained. You come to the wrong place. Playing them coons down there tap dance. Ain't that type of party over here. So give me a couple more minutes and I'm gonna get started. As soon as I put this garment on. I'm jumping to some Isaiah 24. Prophecy. I mean, that's all we got, man. That's all that's left on the block. Lord gave me a parking spot today and some shade, so I'm gonna run with it. Hey, the scripture say we run. Whoever reads it need to run with it. So, hey, I'm about to run with it. Roughly paraphrase. All right. Before I get started, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kapadash. And let's get into it with prophecy because that's all a prophet is supposed to be doing is prophesying. Not telling you about all the good old blessings you about to get, like the pastor do. Talking about, you about to get showered, rain down with blessings. The Lord's about to bless you. This, that, and the third. But it's a whole new season now, man. It's a season of judgment. and ultimately prophecy, man. I just seeing, I was watching a video today that was talking about they had a viral receipt from Walmart, I believe like 10 years ago, compared to the, grocery prices today. If you go to Walmart and buy the same exact items, it's like $100 or something, if I remember right. And today is like four something. So inflation is at an all-time high. It don't matter what your president telling you, man. You know, well, let's call him vice president because BB is the real president. You know, Vice President Trump. He's been lying to the masses, man. You know, gas prices are not going to drop back down like a rock, like he claims. And now the latest lie is, oh, there's a peace deal any moment. I think I read something about a couple of minutes ago where they said this determination on the peace deal that there's no action to be taken at this moment. Some shit like that. Like, man, this is a joke. Man. This guy's just manipulating the market, making himself richer. But he came in with a billion. Now he worth like 6 point something billion. You know? But hey, just like how Rome fell, this place is going to do the same. Because America's coming up on 250 years. July 4th, 1776, and mark 250 years that this empire has been going. And your average empire lasts about 250 years. So it's right on schedule. Inflation, the debt, 39 trillion, pushing 40 trillion. With the liabilities, $300 trillion. There's no coming back from that. There's no politician can change this or turn this around, man. It's over. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's over. The the fat lady is singing, man. You can't vote your way out of this. Everybody can say, "Oh, we're gonna get somebody in there, and they got some fresh new ideas." And both sides are corrupt. It's come out both sides are owned by APAC at that. So the whole time you've been fighting with your next door neighbor because they're conservative, they're liberal, Democrat, whatever the case may be. You've been fighting with them the whole time. Both parties are bought off and paid for. So they have you people fighting at the bottom, about to kill each other over politics. But at the top, they laughing to the bank. They get up there and make fun of you people, man. See how dumb you are, but actually believing they hate each other. They taking their kids out to dinner together. The Republicans and the Democrat kids spend the night with each other, sleepovers. They go to their birthday parties. They hugging on each other off camera, but on camera, they hate each other gut. And you people fall for it. You people absolutely fall for it. It's gotten so bad to where MAGA is like, they realize they've been duped. MAGA is like, something ain't right. My pocket's getting lighter, my bank account getting smaller, and the whole time the Trump's bank account's getting bigger, man. They shit's getting bigger, and they wallet's getting better. And everybody else in that circle up there, man. Now let's get into it because I only got a few more minutes left. Probably about 30 something, maybe 40 max. I don't see that damn that parking attendant walking her ass over here like she did last week. This is Isaiah 24:1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste, and turneth upside down and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. You know, this is going into the nuclear destruction, the thermonuclear. Let me get that straight. The thermonuclear destruction that's coming to America, man, because World War III is on the menu. You know, you're gonna have Russia, China, Pakistan, NATO, the EU. They're all gonna shoot nukes on America, man. You know, as you see, Europe and the US is not getting along. You know, the scripture says the beast shall hate the whore, and the beast is NATO and the EU, and the whore is America. And you see there's a rift going on right now between the two. You know, all part of prophecy, man. There's no way it would have happened, man, without Most High making it that way. You know, it was once allies, now they turn to enemies. You know, Trump just threatened he's gonna pull out all the subs, the planes, and whatever kind of military hardware out of Europe, man. You know, so the beast is starting to hate the whore, just like the scripture said. You know, because like I just said, man, Russia, China, NATO, Iran. You know, it just came out. Iran got nukes, man. They got the nukes. Contrary to what you believe, they already got them. You know, they got Iran, North Korea, Israel, all nuclear capable, man. And they're gonna shoot nukes on this place known as America, known as Babylon in the scriptures. You know, because this place is almost done, man. Just go out and walk in the city and just take a look around. Any city of America, you got a bunch of degenerates, man, going on. You know, a lot of degenerate behavior that takes place. You know, you don't know if you're talking to a man or talking to a woman sometimes. You know, matter of fact, I got a delivery, and I think it's a woman, but some keep telling me it's a man. Spirit keep telling me it's a man, though. You know. You know, so I had to ask one of my coworkers. I'm like, "Hey, is that a man or a woman? You go over there and make that delivery at such and such, right?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's a man." I said, "Damn it, I knew it. I knew that was a goddamn man." You know. And you got something that takes place here in New Orleans, known as decadence, man. When a civilization starts reaching that decadent phase, an empire is collapsing, man. You know, this place is over. You know, once you embrace that kind of lifestyle, just like with Sodom and Gomorrah, you're gonna get the same treatment as Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, that's just what it is. There's no way getting around it. I want to say, oh, we're gonna pray for them. Oh, matter of fact, they're gonna have a big Sodom and Gomorrah fest over there in the, I think, close to Israel. I think it's gonna take place at the spot where Sodom, well, at least where Gomorrah was, I believe. Been a while since I read that article. But they're gonna have the biggest ABC fest on the planet. You know? So you think the Most High gonna let this go on forever? You know, you think his hands are tied? You know, and who pushes it all, man? The good old US of A, man. You know, all the filth comes right out of America. You know? turn your daughters into whores, your sons into fags, you know, right here, right here in America, man. This is where all the filth comes from. So the Most High has a problem with this place. And that's why he's going to nuke it, man. It can't go on much longer. You know, like they said, America only produces whores and weapons. That's it. You know, matter of fact, not too long ago, it was a chick. What was her name? Something Bunny. She was bragging about all the guys she didn't slept with. You know, that gets uplifted over here. You know, she's put on a pedestal. You know, and don't say you cut your rod off. You know, you didn't have a sex change and cut your rod off. Oh man, you gonna get fucking humanitarian the Nobel Peace Prize, man. They gonna say you strong, you brave. You know, you're a role model to the future generations. But you stand on, righteousness. You know, like a man shouldn't be with a man, woman shouldn't be with a woman. You know, they ready to stone you to death. You know, you say, well, it says it right here in the Bible. You know, they ready hang me from a tree, man. You know, put me in prison and throw away the key. You know, so this wicked place is almost out of here, man. And it's for the better. You know, and America got it so bad. If you don't, say for instance, you're a whole different country, whole different nation. America gonna say, you know what? You want to do trade with us, do business with us, hey, you got to start letting your alphabet crew, be more free, man. You know, you got to embrace your alphabet members of society. You know, I'm trying to be PG as correct. It's hard though. I'm trying. Lord knows I'm trying. Trying to watch my language. You know how YouTube is. They quick to give you a strike. So I'm trying to be cool with it. You know, so your ABC citizens, you know, America say, hey, you need to push that more. You know, you need to push feminism. Tell women they don't need a man. You know, I don't need no man. You know, teach them they should be independent whores, man. You know, you can sleep with whoever you want to. There's no what's the word I'm looking for? No repercussions behind that, man. You know, you can just sleep with 5, 10, 15 guys, and you know what? It's no big deal. You know, matter of fact, you do that, you're gonna be the prize, man. You know, he's gonna get down on one knee and beg you to marry him, man. You know, so all the ways of America are going out the window. You know, it was claimed to be founded on a nation of Christianity, Christian values, man. All that's going out the window. Now it's do as thou wilt. You know, you want to sleep with whatever. you could be a trisexual, and then you're gonna be uplifted. You're gonna be praised, man. You know, you can say, I want to marry my dog, and they'll be like, hey, we all for it. You know, that's strong, you brave, you two and in love, go for it. You know? But the scripture also say, so is the ruler, so are the people. I mean, just take a look. Trump, he's in the pedophilia, you know, killing bitches, So if you got the leader that's like that, and don't forget all about the previous presidents, they pretty much the same MO. So how you think the people gonna be? You got the leader who don't give a damn about the Bible. Why would the people? You know? And so then what they do in the media or these movies, they start promoting debauchery, a promiscuous lifestyle, the ABC community, and you see, and the next thing you know, you got a bunch of degenerates, man. You know, talking to a chick, she got a fucking big ass neck tattoo, a fucking snake going down her leg, piercings from here to fucking Baton Rouge, man. And then people trip out. Well, I never knew they would do something like that. This motherfucker covered in tattoos, man. Piercings. You think this motherfucker makes good decisions in life? Huh? You think he's or she's a great decision maker, man? Hell no. No, but that's what America uplifts, man. Trash. If you want to be the next porn star, oh man, they're gonna give you all kind of money to do it. But you want to be a teacher, something of some kind of prestige, a scientist or something. Ain't no money in that. You want to go dribble a damn basketball, and it's plenty of money for that too. They got it. You want to throw a ball, kick a ball, which means nothing to the youth. Those guys are no type of role models. And you see the ass is always in the news, beating on their damn women and on dope. Or like I said, they just a bunch of degenerates too. And then eventually, after years and years and years of that, this is what you get. Nobody gives a shit. Everybody gets scammed on every corner, man. Everybody's scamming, stealing, and scamming. I remember growing up, man, your word was your bond. Even though it was a little shaky back then when I was growing up. But you had about an 80% success rate with that. But now, a man's word don't mean shit today. I don't believe nothing a motherfucker tell me. You hear me? Nothing. Off the top, I'm already thinking you lying to me, man. Oh, you trying to get over. You just got to prove me wrong. Like they say, proving you guilty to proving innocent. Well, bitch, my mind's already made up about you in my mind. You got to prove me wrong. And there's got to be a lot of proving too. It ain't gonna be no 1 or 2 tests. We talking about it's gonna be a long drawn out test. Let's go on, man. I got ran off on a spiritual tangent there for a moment. We're gonna get back on track. Verse 2, and it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. So everybody's gonna get caught up in the destruction. It don't matter what you do for a living or what you've done for a living, or if your ass retired. You're gonna get caught up in this thermonuclear destruction that's coming. You know? You're all gonna get caught up in this. As you see, Peter Thiel, he done took off and ran to Argentina. Tell me he must know something. You know? Here it is, you got this billionaire. You know, he just packs up and go to Argentina. I wonder why. And you got Mark Zuckerberg over there in Hawaii. You know, he got him a pretty much a doomsday bunker. He got a submarine. You see yourself on this sign, sir? You see yourself on this sign?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rican, Ephraim, huh? Ephraimite.
Ephraim.
Okay, well, you're from the top tribe of the nation of Israel as far as when it comes to the northern kingdom.
Can I take
You
a
know?
picture?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Here you go. And yeah, you are an Israelite, you know? Contrary to what you've been told, you know. They say you are a Puerto Rican, you know, and you know, what is that? Rich, poor, or something that translates to?
Puerto Rican is like a rich.
Yeah, like what the hell is that?
That's what Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
When he came.
Yeah.
Stole our girls.
Yeah.
And our gold.
See? Okay. All right then. So yeah, everybody's gonna get caught up into this thermonuclear destruction that's coming, man. And see, that's a brother there, man. You know, like I say, he's a Puerto Rican from the tribe of Ephraim, man, or Joseph. You know, which is synonymous with the tribe of Joseph. You know, and he's gonna be in the kingdom, man. You know, the Most High don't have mercy on him. Hey, we're gonna see him in the kingdom, and believe that he's gonna be good, man. You know, he's gonna be damn good. You know, like myself. You know, if I don't get delivered, but hey, I still win though. In the end, the nation of Israel, we still win in the end though. You know, but I'm out here to get that next level though. You know, I'm in it for the goal. Not only to be delivered, to get that like I said, that good position in the kingdom, man. You know, part of the elect, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, who is the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, is coming back to deliver. It's elect, you know. So I'm trying to be part of the elect, and I'm trying to get that next notch up to be part of that 144,000. You know, that's what it all boils down to, man. I'm out here working, trying to you know, get that position, man, get that crown. You know, because I just don't want to be a regular Israelite in the kingdom of heaven, you know, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, you're still gonna be good, but you know, I want to be that next level, that level up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to this. You know, and I want full access to the kingdom, man. I want full access in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you see me out here getting it in. You know, I can work all day. You know, on the plantation, man. So I can come out here and do the same thing. You know, I'm out here working for that penny. All right. You know, it's all about that penny right now. Verse 3, the land shall be utterly empty. Yeah, what land? America. It's going to be utterly empty, man, and utterly spoiled. For Yahweh, the Lord has spoken this word. So he's saying he's going to destroy everything here in America. Man. This whole land is going to be desolate. You know, he said he's going to empty this fucking place, man. You know, you're not going to be able to rebuild like Esau normally does. That you know, how he can't even build the desolate places. He's not going to do that this time. Scripture speak about how the Arabians won't be able to pitch tent here. You know, so if you got you know, you see all these preppers talking about, oh, I got a bunker, this, that, and the third, and you know, I'm gonna flee to the mountains. You're gonna die in that bunker, and you're gonna die in those mountains, because these nukes are gonna touch every part of this place. The thermonuclear ICBM missiles are ready to go, man. They are ready to go. The only way you can survive this, you got to leave the country, and you might have a chance. You know, I believe in Isaiah 14, where the Most High say he's gonna have the angels fanning the flames, making the fire hot, man. You know how you got a little fan or something, a little piece of cardboard, you fanning the coals when you're grilling. The Most High, he's gonna do the same thing with the angels, and he's gonna have them fan the fire and fan the flames to make the fire even hotter, man. Make it burn even more. You know, because hey, Most High is pissed, man. He said he's angry with the wicked every day. You know, he also said that the sins of this place have reached the heavens. That's how bad it is. That the sins of America have reached the heavens. And guess what? He gonna put an end to that shit. You know, nothing goes on forever. Except the kingdom of heaven. That's gonna go on forever and ever and ever. Amen. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's gonna go on forever, man. Verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the hardy people of the earth do languish. So who's hardy on the earth, man? The Edomites, very hardy. You know, matter of fact, Trump, he's very hardy, man. You know, he's a complete narcissist, a megalomaniac. You know, he can't stop putting his ugly ass face on anything, man. How the hell can you be so ugly and be so proud, man? You know? You know, he got this fucking golden statue of himself down in Florida. You want to put that ugly mug on a $250 bill? You know? This man is sick. You know? He wants to rename the Strait of Hormuz to the Strait of Trump. You know, so he's very haughty. And that's a trait of Esau, man. He's very proud, haughty, and think as himself as the Most High, man. Didn't he just come out and say, hey, you know, He damn near Jesus, man. But this man tells on himself, you know? He tells on himself, man. So he think he's the son of man. You know, it doesn't surprise the man of the Lord because we've been knowing this for a while. But one thing about Trump is he's very open about it though, you know? He won't hide it. I give him that. He's not gonna hide it. You know? You know, you got the wicked, the super elite, like the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, you know, they hide it. They stay in the shadows, you know, pulling the strings behind the scenes, but Trump, he all out with it, you know. He don't give a damn. And that's one thing you can't give him, man. You know, they say it loud, you know, he the mighty, he proud. I know that was corny, but you know, I had to remix that James Brown, man. He's red and proud, man. Verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So yeah, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Like I've said earlier, man, just look how everything is. Pollution, you know, the people minds are screwed. Everything's about $1. Oh, they driving pretty fast, huh? Need to slow that thing down, you know? So the earth is defiled, man. You know, nobody's all over the planet, man, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Not a one, man. You won't go to jail or go to prison for committing adultery, man. You know? You may or may not go to prison for stealing. Depends on how much money you got. You know, everything is negotiable. You got the right connections, the right money, then hey, the laws of the Bible don't apply, man. You know, no one's upholding it. You know, let the world tell it. The inhabitants thereof, the Edomites, who are controlled, who run the planet, who run the world. You know, they don't give a damn. You just can't break their laws. You know, to a certain extent. Even with that, within their own laws, you still can get out of their laws, man. So it's just one big clusterfuck. There's no righteousness in the earth. There's no fair and honest judgment that goes out. So the Lord has got to come put an end to this. This can't go on. You know, that's complete madness. How can you run a society claiming you stand on the laws of the Constitution, but yet you write all these amendments, or you try to break the Constitution yourself, break the laws and the Constitution? You know, it's complete madness, man. There's no order. You know, there's no damn order, man. Everything can be negotiated if you got the right amount of money. You know, so when your house shop comes back, man, he sets up the kingdom of heaven on earth. You know, it's not gonna be in the clouds. It's gonna be right here on the earth. And you're gonna set up righteous judgment. You're not gonna be able to buy your way out of being judged. And you're not gonna sit on death row 15, 20, 30 years either, man. Whatever the law is, whatever law you broke, you're gonna get dealt with accordingly to the Bible. And it's gonna be swift. You know? We ain't gonna be sitting in the kingdom and your ass sitting in a holding cell 30 years later, still waiting to get judged. It ain't happening like that. Wickedness gonna be stamped out, man. Believe that. It says, therefore, it says, let's read that over. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws. Yeah, they've transgressed the laws of the Bible, man. They don't give a flying F about the Bible. You know? These people who run this world, primarily the so-called white people, they don't give a shit about this Bible, man. They use it to get money out of you and use it towards politics to get your vote. But that's about it. It says change the ordinance. Yeah, they changed the time zones. You got to go 3 hours back. You got to move the time an hour ahead and all this kind of crazy shit. So they changed the time zones. Like what, California 3 hours behind? What is like an hour ahead or some shit on the East Coast, if I remember right. So they changed the ordinances, man. You could just leave the time alone. It says broken the everlasting covenant. And one of the covenants was the brotherly covenant. Which you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Esau has broken the brotherly covenant. Especially with the so-called Negroes. Verse 6, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. So yeah, this nuclear plague that's getting ready to come, which are the missiles, are going to devour parts of the earth, man. There's no other way I can't sugarcoat it. I can't tell you, oh, it's gonna get better. This is what it is, man. All right. See yourself on that? You see yourself on this sign? Oh yeah. Who would you be, a so-called Negro? Or you come from this would be the so-called Negro. Like so-called Jamaicans, West Indians,
indigenous to their land. So indigenous to.
So what, you're a Native Americans, you saying?
Yeah.
So you'd be either from Gad, but you'd be like the Native Americans, or you'd be from Reuben, like Seminole.
So,
Yes, sir. Yep.
yeah, the southern part of America. Mississippi and Mississippi.
Okay.
Corridor, Choctaw.
Oh wait, you be like Gadite then. You be considered a Gadite. From the tribe of Gad, then that's what it sounds like. A lot of my people from they Cherokee, like my great grandmama's side and stuff like that, So yeah, you'd be a Gadite. You're a child of the nation of Israel, man. So you gonna be good eventually, I said, yeah, you gonna be real good eventually, So yeah, you are Israelite, brother.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Before that, so-called Israel, the Israelites who are not the original people. The Jewish people, they adopted the religion. They're not the people.
Oh no.
They're not.
what they came over there, Israel, they took the land over, I believe 1948 or something like that. The 48ers. How you gonna get a piece of paper and now you calling yourself the Jews?
I know.
You know? How's
And
that?
then, but it's stupid.
Oh, you got
And
Mhm.
since then,
Yeah.
if people actually agree with that, no, you got a paper.
yeah. yeah,
I got to agree with this.
yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
make this like concrete with you. The
Yeah.
people who gave it to them know it was
Yeah.
the paper. It's signed by the
Yeah, there's small white people.
Yeah.
You know, they call themselves Jews, but they ain't nothing but so-called white people.
Yeah.
You know? That's all they are. Because if you saw a so-called Jew and a so-called white man walking down the street together, you can't tell them apart.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't know what one was until I got older.
Indeed.
I always thought they were white folks.
Right.
Which they were,
Yeah.
but they say no, we Jews and they white.
Yeah.
No, that's one of the biggest scams going.
That was the
Yeah.
because all of it is a war over it.
Yeah.
Y'all perpetrating the fraud. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Y'all belong to Germany because y'all from Germany.
Ah, you know, yeah, you've been doing your homework there. Yeah. Yeah, they come from Georgia, Germany, what's that, Russia, Poland. They come all out of that. Yeah. And then they saying now they us,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And but won't and not us in it.
Yeah.
What the hell you think, baby? you know
Yeah.
me first. But
Yeah.
y'all know.
Exactly.
No, just
Now
it's
it's
like a city, but it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So they're killing people over they don't believe. It's just a belief.
right.
You have to kind of it's psychopath too because you know you should be killing people with these land. What the
Exactly. Exactly.
That's a man with some.
But you supposed to be the God's chosen people. But how you going around killing everybody and taking people's stuff?
You would have to act that to God.
Yeah.
Your chosen people to kill people.
Exactly.
What kind of God y'all talking
Yeah.
about?
Now see, God, when he told us to go do it, he was with us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
and he said, hey, you know, when the Canaanites was in the land of Canaan, he told us to go over there, kill such and such. Or when we went to other battles, the Lord was with us. But he didn't say, you know what, go take their oil or go take their fruit or something. We were like that, you know.
Yeah.
And then, but you can't say you the Lord's chosen people and you got damn big gay parades over there. You got a whole damn gay pink city. And you're supposed to be the moral authority of the earth. And you involved with stuff like that.
I know.
You know?
That's in the
So
situation like that.
yeah.
But also here,
Yeah.
this country did the same thing because they see the manifest destiny that God gave a man. What are y'all talking about? That fact, introduce me to this God.
Yeah, like, all right, how is that possible when our people was already here?
Already here.
Yeah. And you say, oh, we discovered it and manifest destiny, but your people, which our brothers, was already here.
So somebody didn't
But
have a conversation with
You go down there genocide them, and now you want to say you're a Christian.
You still can't even prove that you the chosen people of this land. There's no
Exactly.
proof. There's no,
No.
and most proof is written.
Yeah.
It's written on the wall. There's no proof when you own it that this is your land.
It ain't.
It's in your mind.
Yeah.
And for now it's this year, 250 years of psychopath thought. They came to pay, came to it exists.
Mm-hmm.
But this land itself, we still know that this land is owned by some natives, native women.
Okay.
They're the ones who have the real right to it.
Is
Nobody else
that right?
has the right to it.
Right.
Everybody know that.
Uh-huh.
These people just it's strange. Me and you live under the existence of a bunch of psychopaths. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I didn't want to go and I already realized this as I get older. As I get older, I realize this.
Yeah.
It's psychopaths.
It's like, hold on now, how you gonna just come and kill a bunch of people and now you write a piece of paper and say it's yours? You know, who can do that?
Who can do that?
So-called white man.
Yeah.
You know, why? Because the Lord gave him that power to do that right now.
Yeah.
You know, he giving him his season to do his thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord getting ready to take him down though. We in
Oh,
that
yeah.
zone. I'm gonna give you some on that though.
Okay, here we go.
All right, this Micah. I'm gonna get straight to the point. This Micah, well, 1 let's start Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of the hand. So the Lord giving them the power to do what they do right now. You know, so they can go down to Venezuela and take the land, you know, put us in slavery like they did, you know, throw us in these prison houses. And now they over there trying to take the Iranian oil and stuff.
Yeah.
But it says, and they covered fields, you know, they covered another man's land, just like they covered this land. You know, when that piece of shit Christopher Columbus came over here, you know, he came over here. You know, he was like, oh, the people were so nice and stuff, you know, but he was like, you gotta kill them though.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what?
Nice, he did nice, but you
Yeah.
gotta kill.
Yeah, like they so nice and helping me out, but we're gonna kill them.
And all those,
You know, he saw that go. Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
all those people, physical and with the cartels, all of them were a bunch of drunks. So all
Yeah,
of them were drunks.
oh yeah, uh-huh.
These are a bunch of drunks who are inebriated. So the ideas come from inebriation.
Uh-huh.
So I got this show.
Yeah.
You're fucking drunk.
That's what it was.
they drove so much alcohol.
Oh yeah.
And it's crazy alcohol.
Good. I'm gonna finish this off. I'm gonna
All
let
right.
you talk. And it said, and houses. So hey, they want your house. They're gonna take your house and take them away. Talking about the people, and so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So they oppressed our heritage. Now they saying they us. You know, it was this guy in Egypt saying, how the Jews leave black and come back white.
Like,
Yeah, you heard? Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know. Yeah, you got it.
yeah.
All right then. Yeah. So how's that? But now they say, hey, I'm a nigga. You know, that's a nigga, or that's an African American, that's a black, you know, Afro American.
Oh well, but
Well,
we
we
have
Jews.
allowed
Yeah,
them to change all them different names. Why we got like 20 different names?
Yeah.
In what about 500 years?
Yeah.
Different names. We've been describing all kinds of stuff.
yeah. And the Chinese been Chinese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jews been the Jews for well, fake Jews been the Jews, you know. But us, it changes.
Now, what I really wanna if this is a good conversation.
Okay.
Along with is this the end of this? Is it coming to an end? Is it coming to an awakening? What has to happen? Because the black people need an
Right.
awakening in their own self.
Right.
Because you should never allow any man to rule you this long. This is like out of hand now. You have to. You shouldn't allow them to go that far because it's too long.
Right.
You got to regain some kind of, I guess, a stand, a strong, a sturdy stand to tell them what you're doing is fine. You got to get away from it.
Right.
It's just like they're doing in Burkina Faso, Touré. He told them in Burkina Faso to get off because they got France is sending his gold and France don't have no gold at all.
Yeah.
But the gold comes from Africa. Nah, y'all gotta leave.
Yeah.
That's what we got. We got to come in.
Mm-hmm.
We into it. And then if we got to go to Mexico, you may go there.
Right.
I mean, I'm so upset. I'm 59.
Okay.
In the 1990s, we should have went to war
Yeah.
for our freedom because I think I missed my own warrior period because we let that whole stuff with Rodney King and stuff slide up. Oh, we paraded out. We start getting man. Arm up and get them out the way. You gotta get people who they are blocking your abundance. And you're not willing to fight for your abundance. They fight for their abundance because they got it on their books. We killed them, and that's how we got it.
Yeah.
They're proud of it.
Right. See, but that's the thing though. They were set up to do that for right now.
Yes.
See, the Most High is giving them that time to rule though. Because, you know, the reason why we couldn't take them down, you know, with the Panthers, Malcolm X, and whatever kind of, we couldn't take this man down because the Lord had given him that blessing, that gun. You know what I'm saying? He got the military, this, that, and the third. You know, see, this the thing with the so-called white man. You know, he carnal. You know, if you try to talk some sense into him, try to be spiritual, he ain't spiritual. Like, he wanna shoot, stab, or beat you, you know?
Yeah.
So the Lord said, hey, he's gonna come back and take him down.
Right.
And we in that phase of him going down right now. You know, you're
Yes.
seeing him being exposed
Oh yeah.
because the Lord exposing him right now. You know, coming out here pedophile,
Uh,
you know, worshiping the devil,
yeah.
stuff like that, raping, killing, and he's exposed.
Yeah.
So the Most High said he was going to expose him and made him bear, and that's part of him going down. And we're in that phase right now.
We're in that phase right now.
With Iran going on, that's a big part of prophecy right now.
Uh-huh.
You know, and once he take his ass all the way into Iran with Israel and all them, Russia gonna get in and China gonna get in, and then you're gonna have World War III. But first, before all that can happen though, before he can get taken down, the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, that's when you know we close. All right, you ever heard the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast? Okay, okay. See, what they trying to do now, I don't know if you heard about the New World Order.
Yeah.
Okay, he's trying to get that. But I'm going to give you a sign or an indicator that we very close to the end. What are you going to do now? Talking about the so-called white man, he's going to crash the economy. You know, and he's trying to get what you call this cryptocurrency going on. Get you a digital wallet and all this and the third. But before the Lord can come back, the mark of the beast got to be here. You know? See, it's here already, but it ain't mandatory.
Yes.
Once it's made mandatory, then the Lord is like any moment then. And for right now, it's still his time to do his thing. You know? So the Lord let him do his thing. He let him build that tab up, and then he's gonna knock him out of power. And then once he get taken down, China ain't coming up, Iran ain't coming up. These people on this side, we got next, and we got it forever.
Yeah,
you know. And brother, we at that moment.
I know. I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel that awakening.
Mhm.
It's like a round corner.
Oh yeah, everybody waking up. Yeah. The scriptures speak about that, how it's gonna be an awakening too. You know, knowledge is going to increase.
Mhm.
You know, right now you can go on the internet and whatever you want to.
Yeah.
If you don't know nothing now, it's because you don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, and just by conversation, people sharing
Well,
sharing knowledge.
That's what we do, just conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are actually going up in this, have seen that this ain't right.
All right.
And we expressed it in all the things we did. I wasn't going in the part of the protest movement or the civil rights movement because I was young,
right?
But also, that wasn't the best idea.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't have protest to go to the same bathroom with you, or eat at the same thing. But y'all want to see something?
Right.
You keep that with yourself.
Exactly. Right.
But human rights is the real thing. Make sure you protect human beings, because all the human beings got to live on the planet. And one thing about the people of color, we have never even once on the planet the whole time went to another country with a whole group of people and try to take their people and steal their culture, take their culture. So you got the right to have yours. That's why you was in Europe.
See, that's what he do. That's what white man do. He deflect. He say, okay, he put us on the news. Look at these niggas, they killing, they robbing, they stealing, they thugs. Yeah. But look at him, he all over the world, stealing, killing, raping, you know?
And they call it ugly. Yeah. You a thug.
Yeah. Yeah. He calling us the thugs, but the whole time he killing millions of people.
And every I'm a sociologist person.
Okay.
Every condition that brought us to thugs, because in the 1970s we were thugs. We wouldn't call ourselves thugs.
That's what I heard.
It's a game of chess. It's a game where they put you on that board. You went from not calling yourself thug, you call yourself brothers and sisters and sisters. Now you call your wife a bitch.
Right.
Is that you, or is that what you see, or what's being presented on television and all the stuff that they're training your brain to do? And you are You can't even flex it. You like you become it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a thug, then y'all. I'm a thug.
Right.
What happened? What happened?
And I'm gonna keep blaming him again.
Right?
Because he the source of all this, right?
Uh-huh.
See what he do, I heard like when they start bringing the welfare up, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they say the woman can't have a man in the house.
Right.
Okay, so he kicked all the men out the house with the welfare, right? Enticed our women, say, all right, you don't need him,
Right.
we're gonna take care of you, right?
Right.
So once he got all the men out the house, what he do? He go get people that look like me and you, start rapping.
Yeah.
Okay, now they rapping, oh, I'm gonna kill this nigga, shoot this nigga, F this nigga, fuck this bitch. And now you got a bunch of rap niggas who don't even live that life.
Right.
That raised whole generations
Right.
saying, oh, I'm gonna kill this nigga now.
Right.
That's all he's been taught.
It's all been taught.
I'm gonna kill a nigga, and you see a so-called white man walk by, you like, oh, excuse me, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, right?
Yes,
Like,
indeed.
Yes,
indeed.
But let you walk on the street, oh, he gonna mug you like,
Yes.
You ready to fight and kill you.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's all he's been taught.
Oh, yeah. His enemy. He can't.
Yeah.
The black man is scared to fight his own enemy.
Exactly.
He fight himself.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
He fight the very enemy, his own brother and sister, because he think.
Right.
I think he think that, and they never went with that. You think you actually can kill people and get away with it. No, you'll go to they dungeons.
Right.
But they called there, but them dungeons, and they go they'll terrorize your mind the rest of your life.
And what we don't realize is we didn't fell so far away from the scriptures that, you killing your brother, that comes back on you some kind of way. It's coming back on you, but that's part of the curses too, because the scriptures speak about having an evil eye towards your brother. So you got the curses, and then you got the so-called white man. He doing his thing, like, hey, I got these niggas killing each other. Hey, I ain't got to go out there and kill them no more. They got it. So that's what he does, man. He'll go and do this, and like the scripture say, the accuser of our brother, because he used to be our brother.
Yes. Yes.
Like the story, like the story with Jacob and Esau.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where it came out, it said one came out red, and one came out I don't think it mentioned the color, because one Jacob, he looked like everybody else with a dark skin color.
Mm-hmm.
But it mentioned Esau being red, because what you see, they call themselves white, but they actually red.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes out white and red, they came out the same womb, out of so-called black women.
Yeah.
But he broke that brother's covenant though. He's supposed to take care of his brother. We shouldn't be living like this.
Right.
Right. He shouldn't have put us in slavery.
Right.
But he broke the covenant. And so after that, the Most High, like, I'm done with him,
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing you didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Most High gonna judge him, not just for the breaking the brother's covenant, but for other things too, man. Like this man he just wicked as hell.
Yeah.
He's the actual man of sin.
Yeah.
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 So
we live, especially in this country.
mm-hmm.
Other places is not like this. We live amongst the actual real evildoers.
Oh yeah.
The familiar of evildoers is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in these government houses and these state houses where they make these bogus laws. Because the only law this is how y'all gonna have a civil rights movement where they actually fight for voting rights, and right now you trying to take the same voting rights? Well, what we fought for it for? We put that in place to protect us, and you just could take it away when you want to. Nah, it wasn't about right in the beginning. Then it never true.
I was just speaking about that earlier. Like, how you gonna run a society or a country, but you write the laws, but then you want to take the laws back or add to the laws, like, and then you definitely ain't gonna follow the Bible. Right. So how can a society run like that? Right.
Right.
You can't.
Okay.
You
can't.
So that's why the Lord's got to come back and get rid of this man. He didn't have his shot. He was the Greeks. He was the Romans. All that failed. It didn't work. And now he the American. He Italian, Spanish, Australian, all that shit. It ain't working. So he had his shot. He can't say the Lord didn't give him a chance.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna see who used to be our brother. Esau, Edom, so-called white man. We're gonna see him fall and we're gonna put his ass in slavery like he put us in slavery.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you come out here? Is it cool or you cool down here amongst them?
Oh,
They do the same things. You have to trade conversation away.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Right?
Because they ask each other,
Yeah.
testify everything they do. And it's like, man, y'all heard them people.
Yeah.
How you have to try to justify them?
Yeah, they'll change the wording up on it or something. Oh, we conquered them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they do a lot of that wordplay. You know? It's like, oh, well, we conquered the people, you know, we was at war with them and this, that. You know,
They was at war. They was at war. You was at war.
right, right,
They were defending their position in the earth.
right.
You were warring against their ideas. Because the war is, after Christian Columbus, the war ideas. We want this land. No, but this our land from our ancestors. It's a war idea. Because we don't want you to come in and tell me that you want this land and take away our ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did all the work and say, no, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, I can go on about this, man. we ain't got enough time to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's too, like the scriptures say, his sins have reached to the heavens, man, because it's so much.
I know.
This man got a long rap sheet that he ain't paid for yet. You know, he been escaping his whole life, you know, and then you try to, you know, bring him up on charges. You're like, oh, well, you know, I had to do this, you know, or he escaped some kind of way. The Lord got him where he had escaped judgment, but he ain't gonna escape this last judgment yet, you know, because this judgment that he about to get now, I won't let this pass.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna bring this out. It said, this Habakkuk 2:5. It says, yeah, also because he's transgressive by wine, he is a proud man. So about one man, he's proud. You know, he's gonna tell you, oh, I didn't conquer y'all. You know, y'all was nothing.
Yeah,
You know, y'all was a bunch of niggas swinging from trees when I got you. You know, y'all didn't have no kind of culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But if you had to go follow that argument, when you met us, there was no hospitals and we was healthy. So what the hell you mean that we were smart? We had to learn that health is real scientific. We had the scientific enough to go to the trees and stuff and get the right medicine to live up to see you. So how the hell we wasn't smart?
He always tripped us up, brother. You know?
Yeah.
Because like was it in Tulsa? Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
He got so jealous because how could a bunch of dumb niggas from Africa, how could we get something so big? We just started learning how to read. You know, how these illiterate niggas, they were just out in the field a minute ago, and now they got more money than I got in this place called Black Wall Street.
Burn it down.
Burn it down. The first airstrike ever in recorded history.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
But yet, we ain't nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We dumb, low IQ.
Yeah.
You know, we got all these low IQs.
Yeah.
But we outshining you every chance.
Every chance.
We on a level field. We get ahead of you though.
Oh yeah.
But you got to come up with something, trip us up, write laws, and put us in jail. You know, put us in these prison houses. Speak about how we thrown in these prison houses too. That's another way how you get us in that courtroom, and it's a wrap. You know, because I don't give a damn what they say. What that bullshit Martin Luther King was saying, we equal and this, that, and the third. No, we fell for that.
Yes.
But they weren't listening to that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No. They were still burning crosses. They burned a cross in my granddad and them yard back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they went on that, you know, we gonna be hand in hand. Our white kids playing with black kids. That shit didn't work. It was all bullshit, you know? And we fell for it.
We fell for it.
Yeah.
The 14th Amendment was, but if you're a criminal, you could be in prison. Why did the civil rights movement sign that? Like you sign a law that said we gonna give you freedom, but no, you go to jail. If you go to jail, you're a slave. I don't understand that law. Are y'all reading the right stuff? Or y'all reading the whole?
Yeah.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
They failed us. They really didn't. They didn't ask for the right thing.
See, the thing was, you got to look up this. You got access to the internet, huh?
Uh-huh.
Look up Martin Luther King and Rothschild, and you're gonna see that big box head nigga
Yeah.
up there with one of the Rothschilds. And with the Rothschilds, they run the whole planet now. One of the bankers, and you see him giving MLK an award. Then you know, hey, this is one of our good niggas.
Yeah.
He put the fix in
Yeah.
to get y'all straight off, and now look at us now. You know? But look, Martin Luther King, and I forget it's one of the Rothschilds, but put in the Rothschilds, you're gonna see him at a award ceremony. He's giving it to MLK. And then what got MLK killed is like he woke up at the end. He said, I led my people to a burning house. He realized he got duped.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then they say, oh no, it's too late. You can't wake up now.
Right.
You know, you signed on to this, you know.
You signed on.
Yeah. You say you're gonna do this, and then you can't go back and say what all the deals we done made with you.
Oh yeah.
So it's like we gotta kill this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The last speech when he said we'll go to Washington and get our check.
Yeah.
They're like, okay.
Yeah.
Next day.
You ain't getting no check.
Next day.
Exactly.
Next day.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this man always had it in on for us, you know?
Uh-huh.
You know, everybody talking about, oh, believe me, brother, if I got into this truth for the Lord, put it like this, I didn't get into it. The Lord called me to it.
All right.
You couldn't tell me shit about the white man. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, because all my life I've been told, hey, he the knight in shining armor.
Uh-huh.
You know, I seen the bullshit he done. But, you know, you get caught up in that Christianity.
Yes.
And then you get caught up in the bullshit, like, oh, well, it's just this one white man. He ain't got all of them ain't like that. And then life goes on. You're like, some shit ain't adding up here, you know? And then you get into this truth. There's one thing I used to always wonder, like, how can these white people hate black people and we ain't did shit to them? I'm like, how can you just hate me because of my color?
Right.
And I used to always sit in my mind, like, I ain't do nothing to you. I don't know you.
Right.
But you hate my guts.
Good.
But I'm trying to show you love, you know, like,
Right.
you're like,
Yeah.
because I was taught that way.
Right.
But to come to find out, once I got the Lord called me to this truth, it all tied together. I said, man, the damn devil. That's
Yeah.
why, you know?
Yeah.
And he has a hate. It speaks about in Genesis where when he said, I'm a slave, my brother Jacob, you know, and he always had that hatred for us, and he still has that hatred today for us, you know. So all that shit, my old brother, I love you, this, that, and the third. Get him drunk and watch call you a nigga, you know.
That's what in my life.
Yeah.
I grew up, and I started. I was this band of white people always. They only liked me when I was drunk with them.
Yeah.
I started drinking. They stopped being my friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Come on.
Because they only can relate to me.
Yeah.
Or us.
Yeah.
When we inebriated.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only time they could talk to. They want us to agree.
Yeah.
So get them drunk.
Yeah.
So they can agree with us.
Yeah. And they start saying little slick shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we got him. You know, he cool. You know.
Yeah.
But brother, I've been there.
Yeah.
Because you know, all my life I've been told, oh, you gotta love the white man. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I was brainwashed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I keep saying I ain't had nothing to do with this.
Uh-huh.
The Lord
brought
me into this.
Yeah.
And then it made sense. You know what? Man, I've been like Malcolm X, I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, niggas ran them up. You know?
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
And it was true.
And then my family, they brought me to the Christian. I want to be a Christian preacher.
Yeah. Come on.
And yes. Like, you know, I can't be a Christian because it's all a lie. I cannot. I don't think I can lie to y'all.
Yeah.
I can make a lot of money, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all because the truth.
Right.
If we go into a Christian, if we go and talk about Christianity and you're talking about Christianity and the church, the truth, this ain't the truth. So how can I'm gonna know that that's gonna be second damn to me because I'm gonna have to go drive myself crazy knowing that I'm telling you lies.
Right. Your spirit was like, I can't do this to my people.
I can't do it.
Okay. That's what the spirit. Your spirit was like, oh, I can't do this to my people.
Mm-hmm.
And brother, another thing that used to bother me at night, I'm like, why am I praying to a white man?
Hello.
You know?
Hello.
I'm like, everybody, this ain't making sense. That never said right with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember one night I was sitting in the bed, I was praying to the Lord, to Jesus. Like, you know, I'm praying to Jesus at that time. And then some just hit me like, why am I praying to a white man? This shit ain't making sense. You know, and then, you know, that Jesus demon get back on you, like, oh no, you know, pray to me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm the white man. Pray to me. Yeah. Brother, I thought I was like, oh man, Lord, God gonna kill me because you know I don't want to pray to Jesus. Who I've been told my life is the white man. But then the Lord opened my eyes, made sense that the Lord, the Son of Man, is a so-called black man that look like us. You know, hey, it was a wrap after that.
Oh yeah, it was like a awakening for me. Because I grew up in it, and then my parents. I didn't want to obsess them about going against what they are practicing.
Right.
Yeah, but mom, I can't practice because I read these big old books.
Right.
But these people saying we was first. We are the real people. Wait a minute, how can you do this? And then you're doing it. You're doing it to me. You actually asking me to take on Jesus because you're taking.
Yeah.
That was a hard thing to go away from your parents because.
Oh yeah.
You know, you found them people.
Because we grew up in that, you know. Believe me, it was I never forget, it was the clock right here and a picture of Jesus right here. So I saw it every day. You know, I saw the white man with his head tilted up, you know, like he's so holy, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, and it said that all them previous generations, that's all we knew though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like you're saying, it's that awakening now. The Lord increased the knowledge and the earth, and a lot of us, we know that the Lord ain't a so-called white man, but that's all you've been taught.
Right.
So they feel safe.
Oh yeah.
And then some of them just love him anyway.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He can't do no wrong. They love his dirty draws. Yeah.
They that even black women they ask them, do you rather be with a gorilla or a black man? They pick a gorilla.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
You still have no trust.
Yeah.
And the very person who was put here with you.
Right.
How can you do that? What the hell you doing? But it's
let that so-called white man tell them something on that job.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ain't no back talking.
Go back talking.
None.
But to her man, to her husband is back talking.
Yeah.
And it's nagging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, you become more of an enemy of me.
Exactly.
We should be working this together because
oh man, I gotta get that scripture that you said there before it rained on us. Lord willing, I can find it. Let me hear it before it come down on us. Lord. This thing slow. Yeah, brother. We in that season though. Yeah, you're right though. She ain't gonna say nothing.
no.
All right, this is Micah 7:10. Cause you said this now. This Micah 7:10 says, then she that is my enemy shall see it. It's talking about the so-called black woman. She is our enemy right now, you know, because her mind is programmed. So-called white man got her, and then she want to do her own thing, you know? Like, hey, she been, what's the word? Disobedient, pretty much. I want to do it from the Garden of Eden.
Yes.
Eve.
Yeah.
It's the same black woman today, you know? But she gonna get her ass straight in the kingdom of heaven, you know? That's the only time. But right now, you got to deal with it, you know what I mean? Because you know why? Because she can call 911
yes, indeed.
And get you.
Indeed.
Yeah. Or if not, she got about 5-6 people in her DM. If you ain't acting right, she got Willie, such and such, Tyrone, whoever.
Yeah.
All telling her, baby, you look good. You know? So
even at the sense of marriage, because that's against your marriage. How you can do that in your marriage? How you have other people as prospects, and even have prospects their whole life, just in case.
Oh yeah.
You mess up, I got you. That's crazy. And there's a deceptive to you and the person you deal with, because behind your back, you're thinking, if he do this one more time, I'm gonna get out of it.
Yeah.
They ain't trust. He ain't trusting you.
That's in the scriptures too. They talk about how, hey, she got eyes of wantonness.
Yeah.
You know, she she with you, but she looking at motherfucking Cliff across the street.
Yeah.
You know, or she get with Cliff, say fine, she get rid of you, get with Cliff. That ain't enough either. Now she gotta get with fucking whoever, whatever name is. You know?
Yeah.
But that's part of the curses too that put on the black woman and us,
Uh-huh.
And the Lord said we want to enjoy our women, pretty much roughly paraphrasing. So, because put it like this, if we was in enjoy her, and if she had her beauty back like she used to, we wouldn't want to leave.
No.
Would you want to? You come home, you got a peaceful wife.
Right.
She got your meal for
Right.
you, this and the
Yeah.
third. You ain't trying to go to no kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You're like, you got it right here.
Yeah.
It's at the house. You know what I'm saying?
And all that left. I mean,
Yeah.
It's that with her need.
Uh-huh.
It's a need to do that, even after the vows, because the vows say sickening help and all that stuff. You making all these vows, and then
Right.
you would go back to church. Well, I'm going to church.
Yeah.
You making the vows
Yeah.
at our house before you go to that house.
And she's trying your
Yes, indeed.
your friend, your
Yes,
uncle, whatever the case may be.
I didn't see it. I didn't
know?
want to.
Yeah,
I
see?
didn't want
But that's part of curses. So
Yeah.
she can't really help herself,
Mm.
even though she could.
to.
But she ain't.
Right.
But the Lord programmed it that way. That's part of the curses. We went off, and the Lord say, pretty much, I'm gonna make it hell for y'all. We can't enjoy it ourselves. If there's supposed to be a punishment for us, but how we get down, we're gonna make the best of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like slavery, we made the best of it. But what's ever happened to us between that rift between the man and the woman that we got, it's just part of the curses, brother. We gotta deal with it. It's gonna come to an end too.
I hope that comes.
You're gonna see in the kingdom, you be like, damn, this ain't the same woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
This ain't the same black woman.
Yeah.
She ain't twerking no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
She ain't on talking about, send me $40, $100 and all this kind of, you ain't gonna have none of that. Matter of fact, you're gonna have more than one wife in the kingdom, brother.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have more than one wife. All this one wife shit, that's that Western type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna have women and we're gonna have concubines. I'm talking about wives and concubines. Like Solomon, he had 1,000 women, right? So we're gonna be on that tip.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be, I just got this one main squeeze.
Right.
You got one woman, you gotta be gay. You know what I'm saying? If you just like one woman, something ain't right with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's natural for a man to have, we were created to have multiple women, and that's what it is. But you do that now, they lock your ass up for what? Bigamy?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
But the rich elite, they can have plenty of
Oh
women.
yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and then they can rape women.
Yeah, they can rape and kill them and have many women they want. But the everyday man, working man, you got to get stuck with this one woman,
Oh yeah.
and she got to rule your ass.
Yeah.
And then you make her mad, she gonna divorce your ass and take all your shit. And guess what? You got to still pay for her lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Somebody else fucking her, you got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might be able to see your kids.
Right.
You might.
You might.
Yeah. But you still got to pay for their school,
Yeah.
their shoes, and whatever they need.
Look, cause she gonna bribe you.
Yeah.
The thing about the woman.
Yeah.
That nagging stuff kills you.
Well,
God damn. There you go. Stop it. Okay.
yeah. and that's what it is, brother. The nagging, like I said, scripture said, I'd rather live in a house with a lion than a wicked woman.
Yes.
Because while you sleeping, she would have thank you.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm gonna call this nigga right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He go to work at such and such.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jody, he don't work. I didn't heard all kind of stories. His motherfuckers, they working pretty good jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You got him on that ride a bike to the house. Here it is, this man,
Yeah.
he proud, he trying to get a business.
Yeah.
He had a little trucking business and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And then here it is, this ain't got a whole lot of nothing. You hear me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Go to
He in there
society.
banging his wife out now.
Mm.
And he said it killed his ego, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like here it is, I'm trying to put you in the house and set you
You
up.
gotta do so much. You try to do what's right.
Yeah.
You try to eliminate all her want.
Yeah.
And you know.
And
You know.
but dang, she want what she see.
I know.
You know? And hey, Hardy, can't tell them that. You know, they stick that neck out, start rolling. You ain't no good. I can do bad by myself. You know.
I heard that.
Hey, I heard it too, brother. You ain't the only one. I've been cheated on.
Yeah.
You know. I've been there. I've been cussed out. I'm talking about fist fights.
Yeah.
I've been there. You know.
Yeah.
And hey, that's part of the curse. I keep drilling back to the curses, but that's
Okay.
what we got to deal with.
I'm gonna add that on to
Yeah.
my entire part of the curse. Cause
Yeah.
I'm still down. What the fuck is this
Yeah.
about? You know this shit. And she's still cursing at me.
Because think about it, brother. Why is that majority, almost all of them like that?
Yeah.
You know, you can get one from New Orleans and you can go to fucking Cleveland as one doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Or you can go to England, get you a so-called black woman, she gonna do the same thing. It's all new scriptures.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you got to keep in mind, you dealing with a woman, but this woman got demons on her too, though.
Nah.
Because she done laid down with this dude, that dude. You dealing with 5, 6 different spirits on this woman, you know? She take a bit of all these, whoever she slept with, you know, with her. And that's what they don't realize. You know, they're like, oh, I can get me another, this, that, and the third. But you taking a piece of that man with you.
Yeah, and
You know?
you know, just the actress said that.
Mm-hmm.
Most women, men with the spirits are still in the
Yeah.
womb. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because especially if the man ain't using no condom either.
Yeah.
And so some of that sperm getting up in her.
Yeah.
So guess what? She acting something like him,
Uh-huh.
you know, and so her thought all messed up.
All messed up.
So now she trying to compare you to 10 different niggas.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you trying to be the man you raised to be, or how you get down.
Right.
But you in competition with 10 other motherfuckers, though,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So so she get tired of you and so long, like, I can't deal with you.
Right.
Because you ain't competing up with these other 10 that
Right.
you been with, or 20. 10 is a low number. I'm being generous.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you can't get mad if she leave you,
Right.
because it's just what it is.
Yeah.
You know, you can't compete with that. You can't compete with 10, 15, 50
No.
more, you know?
No, you can't.
It's just, it's
Especially
crazy.
in somebody's mind. It's,
Yeah.
It's like they're crazy.
Yeah.
It's too many thoughts.
Yeah, and then she been told what a man is by women. So she on the phone with Keisha. Keisha come, oh, you ain't doing this, that for you. You ain't paying this. You know, you ain't washing your car for you. You gotta get rid of it, you know. So she listened to Keisha. She sure hell gonna listen to mama. I don't care what you say, they gonna listen to mama. I got one now. Her mama might as well be the Lord.
Yeah.
You know? Her mama say fucking jump. She gonna go jump over that tree right now.
Yeah.
But let me say go jump. What's wrong with you? Why you won't make me do that? Brother, I'm still under the curses too.
Yeah.
Just because I'm doing the work,
It's,
I'm still catching hell too.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I don't deal with so-called black women.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I stopped a long time ago. You know? I deal with these heathen women. You know? It's less headache, less stress. You still gonna catch it. But I know with the black woman, oh, you might well get in the house and put your boxing gloves on. You gonna fight.
You gonna fight.
I'm telling you. So I don't deal with so-called black women. You know, I'm gonna deal with her in the kingdom of heaven. You know, right now, I look at them. One look good. I might even talk to him. Come getting serious, brother. I'm like that, brother. To get a so-called white woman, Asian, or you can get one of these Latino women. They from the private nation Israel.
Oh yeah.
They gonna treat you better.
Oh yeah.
Now don't get you a damn Puerto Rican now, or Dominican,
Yeah.
or a damn Mexican woman now. They just like the black.
They did it.
They just like the nigga woman now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now anything else?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you good. But I ain't been with a so-called black woman serious in a long time. I think my ex-wife was the last one. And I was like, you know what? This ain't gonna get it. Because I'm waiting on her. She out with her friend 2, 3 in the morning. And I'm finding out she had a damn pool party with some damn niggas 2 in the morning, you know? And I done had so many, I'm just talking about the latest that I can remember. It's been all kind of accounts when I've been with so-called black women. pretty much all of them, they was cheating some kind of way. And I said, hey, I got tired of it. I got with my woman before I got into this, before the Lord put me into this. You know, she a Vietnamese. You know, we had our problems, this and that. You know, but some of them, just because they white and so-called Chinese, whatever, some of them are our people now.
Right.
Some of them.
Right.
I ain't saying all now.
Right.
You know, so they say some of the Vietnamese, you know, they are people. It all depends on the spirit. I don't care about that, whether she our people or not. You know, she a woman, and she got what a woman, all the parts of a woman.
Right.
You know, she doing right by me. Right. So I deal with her. You know? So if you want to get you another woman, a different kind of woman, do what you want. You know what I'm saying? You know, because at the end of the day, a woman, she just a woman. You know, and believe me, in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna have so-called white women, so-called Chinese, so-called Arab. They all gonna be at our disposal. That's, the Lord gonna give us. This time it's gonna be about the man in the kingdom of heaven. You know, it's gonna be about us this time, because the woman, she got this her world now. You know, whether she black, white, or whatever, and especially the so-called black woman, she doing her thing, she making her money. You know, but when we get to the kingdom, brother, whatever we want, we're gonna have it. You know, and that's just what it is. You know, I don't care what people try to say, oh, niggas ain't gonna be nothing. We just out there talking. We're gonna see. Somebody's gonna be right and somebody's gonna be wrong. You know? And I'm telling you right now, we ain't wrong. You know? Because I've been into Christianity. I didn't one time I didn't believe in nothing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I almost went into started looking at that voodoo shit for a minute, you know?
Yeah.
I was into all kind of Egyptology. I was studying, looking for something.
Yeah.
And then the Lord, hey, it's the way. Hey, I'm gonna take it. And then I got into it with my woman, like, what's wrong with you? It's like you possessed.
Yeah, we see that.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I am possessed. I'm a
You.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, brother, just ride it out. We almost out of here. Yeah. This our captivity almost up.
Okay.
Because we still oppressed, you know.
60 like that. I'm
Right?
Yeah.
Don't give up. We almost out there.
Yeah.
We almost. So the black woman ain't gonna give you hell much longer. You know, just don't let her call them folks on you.
Stop that shit. You fucking up my nerves. What's that shit?
Brother, I was there. I mean, we used to fight, fuss, cuss, and fuck. That's it. That's it. And I mean, after a while, it got old, you know.
Right.
Especially when she started going out, and I know she cheating.
Right.
I'm like, you gotta go.
Oh yeah. Especially going out then they like and then she get mad because you tell her you out there like she got the right to hell no.
Like she your mama or something. Yeah.
What you mean you got a right to go out day and night with
Yeah.
these girls? The same girls though, after your man, they tell you got trouble with your man, they be calling your man.
Mm-hmm. On it. Whole time they talking you out, and then you see them how they do, bending all over, you know, you know, and then they got her all gassed up, mad at you. The whole time they fight, you can't tell them nothing.
Right.
They know everything.
Right.
You know, they know everything, bro. But they gonna learn the hard way though, because the Lord, He got something in store for these women too.
Mm.
You know, I'm gonna get this Isaiah 4:1 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be something else though. Everything's gonna get turned upside down here though. Isaiah 4:1, it says, and in that day, 7 women, now 7 meaning completion, it could be whatever kind of number, shall take hold of one man. Because as you see now, all these women claiming they was independent. They talking about, oh, we might have to share a man now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Time's getting hard for them. You know, we men, we can get it some kind of way, you know. But a woman, you know, she only limited to a few things she can do, you know, and laying on her back is her biggest thing, you know.
Yeah.
But that ain't even working for most of them.
Right.
So what they gonna do? They're gonna turn to a man like a man of the Lord, and then they're gonna turn to another man like, hey, brother, I need some help. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, I know you got an old lady. Well, you know, if you give me a couple dollars, this and I ain't gonna say nothing. You help me out some kind of way. That's what it's coming down to. It's saying we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, saying, hey, I'm gonna take care of myself. You just be my man, be my protection.
Yeah.
You know? Because when shit start breaking down out here, people gonna be running in people's houses. There's gonna be a lot of robbing, a lot of killing going on out here soon, you know? When this economy start crashing, the trucks stop running, the grocery stores ain't. When 911 stop, they're gonna need a man at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
Because you talking about you independent, you don't need, yeah, you can say that now when you can pick up the phone and call the police. But when the phone stop working, they're gonna need a man to get another man off their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
All this in the movies, you got women fucking kickboxing and punching, jiu-jitsu and all this. That's in the movies. You're gonna have somebody 2-3 times your size on you, and they gonna want that box, you know? And you know how it is. They raping women, and when the phone stop working, no cops, because the cops gonna be trying to say their ass. See? You know, modern independent women, they gonna be looking for a man in that day.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna say, hey, just take care of us, you know, protect us, and we're gonna do right by you, you know? And they already know what come with the territory, you know?
Yeah.
You ain't got no money, you gotta pay some other kind of way,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And then the thing is, we're gonna have our choice. You ain't gonna be able to, you're gonna get what you want too. We're gonna get a taste of the kingdom on this side too, you know? But that's coming. So we just gotta be patient, brother. We at the end.
I
You know, we at the end. I'm gonna close it out with this, and I'm gonna let you go. It says, "Wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. Give us that protection, you know, to take away our reproach." So hey, we just gotta hang in there, brother. And these women, they're gonna be banging down our door here in a minute because, like I said, the truck's gonna stop running, the economy gonna collapse, and at the end of the day, a woman needs protection. They're gonna be calling men like us, you know what I'm saying? So it was good talking to you, brother. Oh, one more thing before I let you leave. Watch out for that mark of the beast or RFID microchip.
Yes.
When it comes mandatory, don't take it.
All right.
If you take it, the Lord gonna kill you. You know, you're gonna take place in that lake of fire, which is the nuclear missiles. So don't take it. Put it like this: if you take it, Lord's gonna kill you. And if you don't take it, so-called white man gonna kill you. You know? But with the Lord, you're gonna get some favor with that.
Resurrection.
Yeah, you're gonna come back good, you know. And he may just have mercy on you and won't even kill you. You know? But reject it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, bro.
And you take
Be
care of that.
blessed, bro.
All right, you too.
And be safe out here, man.
Oh yeah. Hey brother, I got the angels around me. You know?
All right.
You know?
Yes,
But thanks anyway though. All right.